Good morning. It's Mike here. Well, it's being a night. Um, I got really sick last night, like physically ill. And, I know my doctor would say, oh, you gotta go to the hospital if you ever start throwing up. But, I did a blood sugar. My blood sugar wasn't super high. Um, I did a urine test. Well, you dip a stick into the urine, and I felt okay. And I wasn't ketotic, which means I wasn't showing sugar. So, I decided for me at the time was probably the best thing was to just go ahead and sleep. And I slept, and I think I'm going to sleep today. This morning, I still don't have ketones. Still, I'm just, I'm craving a piece of toast today. So, that's always a good thing. I'm now keeping things down. I only threw up small amounts earlier. I guess, so, I'm getting there. I'm still very tired, still very, oh well. But I'm glad I got out here and went for the walk with Nico. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to do much. I know I may go down to the dollar store and see if they have any cheap selfie sticks. Because I like to use the selfie sticks on these because they look a little Blair Witch Project, if you know what I mean. So, we'll see how it goes. I may just sleep through the morning. But I like to get Nico out to do one thing every day at least. I don't want him inside the house all the time. But all is good. Otherwise, we're doing fine. And I've said this before in one of my blogs, but this message goes out to the high school students who are starting their senior year this year. This may be a little bit easier for you. So often it always seems to be a rush at the end of the year. Oh my God, I didn't know I had to do this. I didn't know I had to do that. It doesn't matter whether you're the best student or, one that just lets things hang around for years. Students need to plan now. And grade 12s, yes, grade 12s is the party year, and yes, this, yes, that. But you've got to remember the important things, why you're in school in the first place. You're either in school to get the skills to go out in the real world. Getting this skills would be, getting up, getting ready for class, going to class, learning all you can so that when you graduate, things are going to be a lot better for you. Sounds stupid, but you need to get into the class so that people can proceed with the life. You really start learning the skills. Now, I could always check people out in any graduating class, and I will always be able to tell, oh, Bobby over there. Bobby will try to go to college. He won't do anything. So, I very rarely do they disappoint me. Sometimes I really just want, there we go, that's a little bit better. go and box Bobby's ears and say, wake up, the real world next year, if you don't go to college, you're not going to get ahead today. But there's always the people who want the easy route out, and very rarely does it change. You want to get them out, get them going to school, but no matter what anyone else says, they know better. Then you have the overachiever. This is everyone who has all their assignments completed before school even starts. And those people also need to get out there and see what life is. Oh, I have to go and get a 4.0 GPA. Well, that's great if you want to get the 4.0 GPA, but you got to find out how life really works. And those kind of students, I'd like to take down and work in a soup kitchen. And, some of them work very hard, but you've got to see, where life takes you. Now, I love, I don't really have to know what's going on with these students. I could sit down and write a prediction, put it in an envelope, and every year, 10 at the 20-year reunion, open it up, and they could see exactly where I am. Very few change. So you have to do the changing for you. I would love a student, any student anywhere, to prove me wrong. Get out, prove yourself wrong every day. Learn what you need to learn. I don't care if you're not interested in going to college, but you're going to trade school. Kudos for that. I'm not saying everyone has to go to college, but you have to prepare for something and to do something with your life. Don't be a welfare bum. Sometimes there's reasons, why things happen. But for all the manageable things, for all the obstacles, wake up and do something about it. Do one thing. Always don't be happy with just what you're dealt with. Get out and do something about it. Everyone has a chance to grow. And that's what I said about, the person who's planned everything out, has a wonderful way of doing things. Well, get out, see the other part of life. Because if you don't, you're not going to have any future whatsoever. You need to be a well-rounded person. And if you're a well-rounded person, you'll go far. You will succeed in whatever you want. I don't care if it's a mechanic. Go out and do it. I don't care if it's a home health worker. Just as long as you go out and you do something about it. Now, there was a doctor, and I think it was a doctor of philosophy. I could be wrong. But he wrote a book, and this was Stephen Covey. And Stephen Covey wrote, and just the one term that to this day I always remembered. And I think this is also brought up in his book, Practical Leadership. And that was sharpen your saw every day. Now, he didn't mean physically go out and sharpen your saw every day, but what he meant was what you're going to perceive in life, what you've chosen as your career. Do something every day to learn about that job or skill, or, don't just always sit on your laurels, which means laurel was an old term from the Roman times where laurels were given when you did well in the army. It's sort of like a badge of honor now. Well, I've got this. Oh, I've got to sit around and do this. Don't sit on your laurels. Learn and progress. You can do better. And so, go out every day and do it better. People are so used to saying, okay, well, that's it. I don't have to do any more. Well, wake up. Get out there, do what you can, and get better at what you can every single day. So back to my message to the grade 12 students, the new grade 12s. Sorry, I'm a little dark there. Let's see if I can get it. There we go. You're set out on your life at the end of June, okay? After that, you can go to college, you could do whatever you want to do, but decide now, what are you going to do? Are you going to become that doctor? Now, that's an awful lot of work, but, if you need to, go and do it. Always remember to do your best. And yes, I've stolen that from the Boy Scouts or the Cub Scouts or the Wolf Cubs, depending on where you are. But you always want to do your best and to grow within you. So, I want you to have a great day. Think about that as you head off into grade 12. I'll talk to you later. Bye now.